Hello cloud experts. So now we have got good idea about EC2 and we have also seen a good demo on EC2. So let's talk about some other compute services. So in this session we are going to talk about some other compute services including EC2. My name is Sanjay Kumar and I am a AWS and cloud trainer and consultant. Now what are the different services in the compute? EC2, which is called as Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic Beanstalk, AWS Lambda, and Lightsail. Now, out of these, we have already discussed about EC2 and we have also seen a demo of EC2. In this section, we are going to talk about Elastic Beanstalk, Lambda, and Lightsail briefly. We'll understand what are these services and for what are the different things where they are being used. So, Amazon EC2 is the Elastic Compute Cloud, which is a web service that provides resizable computer capacity in the cloud. It can scale up and down when required with the support of auto scaling and some other features like load balancing. Pricing can be on demand, where you can deploy the services and pay per minute or per second or per hour. It can be reserved, where you will have some 1 to 3 years commitment and you will pay very less amount and you can have up to 75% of savings compared to on-demand instances. And then there is something called as spot pricing. In case of spot pricing, you typically go with bidding for some particular resources. It is useful for the workloads which requires very less computing cost, and you can bid for the additional capacity which is available and the services which are not having time constants. However, if you really want to have some dedicated capacity, in this case what you can do is you can also go for a dedicated server, and that one particular machine will be dedicated for you. It is required when you have some compliance that your machine should be fixed or you have some licenses which are hardware bound. In those scenarios, you can go with something called as dedicated host. Now let's have a quick review on Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk is kind of PaaS, which is called as a platform as a service. So as we understand, the cloud computing have three different service models which are called as infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So we can categorize Elastic Beanstalk in the PaaS. It allows us to deploy and scale our web application without getting into platform setup. So it is easy to use service where you can deploy and scale your web application without getting into the setting up your platforms. So platform supported, it supports some platforms like Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, and Docker. So these are the various platforms which are being supported by Elastic Beanstalk. We have servers such as Apache, Nginx, Passenger, and IIS. It orchestrates various AWS services. So whenever we create a workload on Elastic Beanstalk, it will automatically communicate with other services that includes EC2, S3, simple notification services which is also called as SNS, CloudWatch, auto scaling, and Elastic Load Balancer, and it will create all these resources automatically depending on what is required for your web application. So it will do all the background work automatically, and it will simply give you a platform where you can quickly deploy your codes without needing of setting up the infrastructure, or I'll say platform. We can quickly deploy our codes without getting into setting up our environments or without setting up our infrastructure. We can directly deploy our code by using Elastic Beanstalk. So Elastic Beanstalk is easy to use service where we can deploy our applications. Lambda or Amazon Lambda, it is actually a serverless computing platform, and in this case it lets you run your codes without actually provisioning or managing servers. So in this scenario, you need not to run code, or you just need to run your code without provisioning or managing any server. In case of Elastic Beanstalk, you still need to provision your servers, but in this case you don't really need to provision or managing your servers. You pay only for the compute time you consume, and it is an event trigger event So it is the event trigger function. So AWS Lambda is the event driven computing service that runs code in response to events and automatically manages the computing resources required by that particular code. So you don't really need to set up any infrastructure which is running all the time, and that infrastructure will be created only when there is an event trigger, and you will be paying only for the resources what you use. However, this will help you to reduce your cost drastically because your computing resources will be created only when there are some triggers and events. So it will help you a lot to reduce your cost, and that is why the serverless is getting popular day by day, and more applications have started using Amazon Lambda. Lambda is the best way to get started with something called as microservice architecture. So microservice architecture is a very important aspect of cloud computing infrastructure, and this is the best way to get started with your microservice architecture. Lightsail, if you really don't want to get into the complexity of so many servers, storage and other networking components, you can simply get started with something called as Lightsail. Lightsail is a service which helps you to quickly deploy a simple app or web without getting into complications of various resources like compute, storage, networking, etc. So the easiest way to get started for setting up your server is Lightsail in AWS. It comes with a nominal fee per month depending on the capacities or feature you need. So it will have a fixed fee per month depending on what are the capacities or features you are using on the AWS infrastructure. If we are new to cloud or looking to move to cloud quickly, Lightsail is the best and the easiest option. However, it can be used for web application, websites, business softwares and development or test environments. So it is suitable for web application, running your websites, running your business softwares or development and test environments. That's all for this session. Look forward to see you in the next session. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please like this video and subscribe our YouTube channel. For early notification, you can also press the bell icon. If you need any more information, please visit us at www.cloud-training.guru or email us at cloudtrainingguru101@gmail.com. Thank you very much.